on to you, Sagittarius out here. Some of y'all be calling me a king in the comment section. Don't be calling me a king. Call me a sultan. People ask themselves, what's the difference? Well, a sultan is an Islamic, a specifically Moorish Islamic king, and some more stuff. A king is more so of a derivative of a European version. I ain't no Europe here. This is Moorish right here. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be calling me some king. I'm a sultan. Anyway, point that I'm trying to make here with that is in my own right. Anyway, for you Sagittarius, you have the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, and then you have the King of Cups. And so for you Sagittarius, y'all are in a situation where for you, a lot of you Sagittarius are taking this leap of faith, going into brand new territory, right? The Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups, the Fool card, taking a chance on something that you didn't necessarily think that you or predicted that you would have to take a chance on. So there's a sense of you, Sagittarius, right, going into a territory that you didn't predict and that you didn't foresee, right? You, well, obviously prediction, but I mean like you don't necessarily know 100% if you're prepared for financially, as well as business-wise, as well as love, just in a general sense. And you will have to be prepared for it. You will have to make up your mind if you're prepared for it right now, because if you're not, then you, Sagittarius, will be stuck at the level that you're in right now for the whole year, basically, until you decide to actually get up on out of it, because this is where you, Sagittarius, are spiritually right and soulfully right now. So you will have to make the decision to actually move forward, not knowing exactly what's going to happen to you in the future. This is the reason why then, right? And then we'll get into it. Then you have the Tower and the Seven of Swords. This is the reason why it is I don't be playing that, because the reason why I don't play that in the first place, the reason why it is I don't play that nonsense in the first place is because so many people want guarantees. When you hear them talk, they want these guarantees, right? By definition, this is what it is that we would call the abyss, because they want all these kind of guarantees, and like they don't want mysteries, right? And this speaks to the level of stupidity, because on one hand, people will get themselves all kind of dysfunctional people, right, that they know is essentially going to break their heart, right? And they say that the mystery of it all is part of what makes it so exciting. Y'all know where I'm going with this. But then when it comes to the actual mystery of going into a lane that you are completely unsure of, or an aspect of something where you are completely unsure of, or maybe you do have a level of understanding, but there's certain aspects of it that are a mystery, you see how much people chicken up. They chicken squat up. Now, they don't want to do it. They want guarantees. Even when it comes to the aspect of like love, you be seeing it, right? Really with anything, but I'm just using love because people understand that the best, right? You'll see how people will legitimately try to have guarantees, right? Because of the fact that they rolled the dice, right? Or they rolled and they came up snake eyes. What happened is, right, that now all of a sudden they gotta obligate or oblige the new person to show them how much they like them. So it's this sense of, you got to show me how much you like me. You got to show me that you like me with these gifts. You got to show me that you like me with this money. Show me that you like me with these dinner dates and all of this. And this is where it is that they end up getting messed up, because it's a sense of there are no guarantees with this stuff. You know, you obliging people is only going to make people who are worth something run away. You've essentially made it transactional. So if you're looking for love, and if a person, right, is looking for it to happen organically, there has to be an element of unknown. Otherwise, it's inorganic, and therefore it's not actually really, it's not sincere, it's not organic. And see, the situation for you, Sagittarius, is that you're willing to actually move forward. But it's saying for you, Sagittarius, to not be scared of moving forward, the ones of you who are a little bit more apprehensive. No, move forward into it, lean into it. And it is dangerous, but lean into it. That's how it is that you'll actually conquer it. Even, and I got to get a Kabbalah thing, but even to kind of show y'all what I'm talking about, I'll get one soon to kind of really dive deeper into this to show y'all what I'm talking about. But like I've talked about this before, that in Kabbalah there's something in between the two spheres, and it's called basically it's called the abyss, like I was talking about. And it's that level of unknowingness, that level of danger and unknowingness. And this is where you Sagittarius are. If you Sagittarius want to accomplish much more business, if you want much more business opportunities, love opportunities, you are going to have to cross that abyss. It's not optional. You're going to have to cross that abyss. Or you stay dealing with where you are and lower. That's the catch-22. That's the catch. And see, the Hanged Man and the Ace of Pentacles right here represents, the Hanged Man is the clip off. It represents how so now that you Sagittarius have decided that you're going to move forward, right? Or some of you have made the decision that you're going to move forward. Now it's a matter of, you know, or you already know that you're in this situation, or you understand that now you're in this situation. The Hanged Man in the Ace of Pentacles represents, for you Sagittarius that have chosen to move forward, don't try to, you will realize that you will lose people and lose certain situations that needed to be lost to you. Allow it to be lost. The Five of Wands, this will be a time where you Sagittarius will actually get yourselves into a lot of disagreements. For all the people who have shown you who they are because they're disagreeing with you, the two of you are bumping heads. Maybe it's you versus a lot of other people, where a lot of other people have just decided that they're going to betray you and do you dirty around this time. Allow them to do that. And when I say allow them, I'm not talking about just sit there and accept it. But what I mean when I say allow them, I mean allow them to show you that they are betraying you. That way, you know who is actually betraying you, to stay away from them. Because the situation that you Sagittarius are in is that because you're stepping into this level of mystery, this abyss, like I was talking about, in other words, because you Sagittarius are choosing to elevate, your life is organizing itself in the way that it should have been, or the way that it would exist in a healthier fashion. Quantum physics, now we're talking, right? Higher selves, right? And so when you're doing that, certain people who are not really good for you, they are naturally going to knock heads with you. You're going to bump heads with them because they won't be in a situation with you where they will last a very long time. They were more so meant to teach you a lesson in worth. And that if a person is going to be in your life, they not only have to provide worth, provide value, but they also have to trust you, and they also have to trust you, right? And you also have to be able to trust them as well. You can't just be thinking about where they're going when they leave your sight, right? When they do this, whether it is that you walk away or whether they go somewhere, they go to the store, they go over, wherever they go. You can't be worried to think for yourself, is this person talking trash about you, right? And see, the Five of Wands speaks to how around this time, you Sagittarius are going to see how a lot of people are going to make themselves much more difficult for you Sagittarius to get along with them. Allow them to do it. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. You build with what you have. You build with what's left. The people and the things and what you have that remain, right, after the fracture, after the disagreement, after the falling out, that is what it is that you have left, and that's what you build with. So let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Three of Cups, High Priestess, Five of Cups, Five of Wands, and then you have the Five of Pentacles to clarify the Eight of Pentacles. And so these three cards, right, are about how, once again, don't try to force anyone to be in a relationship with you, meaning anyone that chooses to betray you, give you a difficult time, show you that they are unnecessarily adversarial to you, question why they are adversarial to you. And if you find out that they are being adversarial to you and they do not have a justifiable cause, those are the type of people who you need to essentially cut loose. So anybody that would betray you, because there are good means to be at odds with you sometimes, and what that consists of is when a person who comes onto the team, friendship, job, whatever, that squeezes you, that puts you in an uncomfortable disposition to see how talented you are, but they don't necessarily look at you and think that you're a loser, or think that you're a bum, or think that you Sagittarius are wimps. They look at you and they see a person with potential, which is part of the reason why they're being adversarial, because they're pressing you or applying pressure to see if you are a diamond or a pipe. Will you burst up underneath pressure, or will you actually be formed up underneath pressure? I know which one I am. And so do not try to keep relationships with people that show you that they are pipes up underneath pressure. They burst. You know, they have an opportunity. You know, you leave some money out, you leave $5 out, and you turn around, or whatever, and then the next thing you know, later on, 30 minutes, right, you turn around, you go back to the same place, and then the $5 gone. You looking for it everywhere because you're not trying to immediately accuse them of something. You turn around, the two of you are not hanging out with one another. They have gone their way, right? You're back at the house. You looking for your $5 bill. It's nowhere to be found. Next thing you know, okay, they stole it. Let them show you that. I'm not saying you got to do that, but let them show you that. And don't try to, why you did that, stuff like this. Look at it like, this person can't be trusted with $5. I got to stay away from them. Then you have the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Again, the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, and this will be a trend moving forward. You will find that the realer you become is the harder it will get for you. See, you Sagittarius are just now getting a taste of what it is that I was talking about back in 2022, 2023, when I was talking about how the realer you become is the harder it is for you and fake people to get along. Like, it's at a point with me where me personally, I don't get along with a person and it takes minutes to hours. Like, I know I'm not necessarily going to be able to get along with the person the majority of the times. Sometimes it may last a couple of days because the person just puts on a very good impression the first time around, right? They send their representative out from the back, right, to meet me, right, which is their personality. But for the most part, it lasts minutes to hours. Like, I know if I'm going to get along with a person, depending on minutes to hours the majority of the time, because I'm at odds with the person within minutes or hours, right? Like, they're going in, talking about my clothes, talking about how I look, talking about this, that, and the third, talking about the money that they perceive that I do not have or whatever, acting like they're elitist and all of this. And I just know, like, okay, I'm not really gonna, and I don't know what it is about me, but because before it used to be, it used to be, it used to be, it used to be a month. It would take like a month. It would take like it would literally take 1 month. Everything going good in the first month, and then out of nowhere the person would start to kind of like show me how wild they are, right? No, sometimes no, it would take years sometimes, right? When it first started up. Then it started taking less than a year. It started taking something like 9 months. Then it took 6 months. Then it took 1 month, right? It took 1 month. Then it went from 1 month. Then it took 2 weeks. Then it took 1 week. Then it took 3 days. Then it took one day. Now it's hours within the 24 hours. It's minutes up to 24 hours. And the reason for that is because, like I said before, the realer you become is the harder it will be to actually be around fake people. You will see how you'll become better at sniffing out a person if a person is fake. You Sagittarius will understand, like, you don't have time for this because you're on your way up spiritually, and you're without losing your soul, and because you're keeping your soul and you're moving up, or you're advancing, I would say. A lot of people don't know how to advance and keep their soul, right? They actually lose more of their soul the more they chase, so the more they go up the socio-economic ladder, is the more they lose their soul, is the more aspects of themselves they have to compromise, is the more bits and pieces that get taken out of them. And so when you moving up the socio-economic ladder without losing your soul, you're doing it correctly. So that's a whole other spiritual discussion. That's a whole other esoteric, magical, spiritual discussion. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We at 17,800, coming up on 17,900 and change. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And listen, there's a link in the comment section below. If you contact me for a personal reading and you would like for me to if you like to talk to me more about this esoteric stuff, we can definitely do that. But that's it. Peace.